guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah and this is Freckled Rambles. I'm going to be doing another eyeshadow look today. It's just going to be the next palette in my e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow series. I had a couple of people ask me to keep going, so here I am. Today we're going to look at the Carnival Candy palette. This cute guy here. I was drawn to it because of this blue. That's like such a phenomenal colour, so that's going to be the focus. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to do, but I'm going to dive in and see where it leads us. So if you'd like to see the look that I create with this palette, which you will have already seen in the photo for this video, but if you'd like to see how I created that, then just stick around. Alright, so I've already primed and concealed my eyelids. I just used my e.l.f. Stay All Day eyeshadow primer and then the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer in Fair Beige, just to mattify. Right, so I'm going to dive straight on into the palette. If you watched my last e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow palette, I just named each shade with a number because they don't have names, just to make it easy throughout the video so I can kind of direct you to what colour I'm using. Thankfully with this guy the colours are very different. In the Hot Jalapeno shadows there was a little bit of similarity, so this will be a lot easier. So I'm going to first take shade 1, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 along here. I'm going to take this guy first all over the lid, and I'm just going to take that on this BH Cosmetics, I think it's a 129. It's pretty much rubbed off. This looks like quite a nice beige tone. So just taking that across the entire lid. Now what I'm going to do is to take a fluffy blending brush and just build it up a little bit in the crease. And this is just an e.l.f. blending brush. Right, then I'm going to take shade 2, which is this guy just here, and I'm going to pop that in the outer corner, kind of in this V shape in the outer corner here. And I'm going to take that on a very small pencil brush. This is an Urban Decay one that came with one of the Vice palettes, I think. This is so nice. It has like a mustardy kind of undertone. So this I'm kind of creating a little bit of a wing. A wing shape. And then taking the other end of the brush to blend it out. Get something that's a little fluffier. I haven't put any product on this brush. I'm just using it to really diffuse. So now I'm going to take that same shade, shade 2, and take it up through the crease slightly to define this crease area here. I'm going to use the same brush that's got quite a nice little point on the end. And just looking down into the mirror. So I can really see where I'd like to draw it in. So what I'm going to do is take the same larger blending brush and just diffuse the outer edge. And you can see we've got a nice gap that kind of runs all the way out to this point on both sides, and for that we're going to be taking shade 3, which is this gorgeous kind of burnt brick shade, to fill in that little gap. To fill in that space, I'm going to take this little e.l.f. dual-ended brush, and I'm going to use the pencil end, and this came in the e.l.f. and J. Kisser palette. I'm literally just taking the tiniest dot on the end of the brush there. So I really want to gently layer this shadow in. Again, by holding the mirror below, I can very carefully place the shadow exactly where I want it. I'm saying really light layers to begin with because it's always easier to add more. It's very difficult to take away. Alright, so I'm just going to build up this kind of outer shade, shade 2, a smidge. In order to get really seamless, lovely blended shadows, it's just a serious process of adding colour, blending, adding colour, blending, back and forth until you're happy with it. I'm going back in with shade 3 now, just to build up that edge. I have contacts in and they keep like wiggling. It's very uncomfortable. Pretty happy with that kind of top lid situation. What we're going to do now is I'm going to take this gorgeous guy here, shade 4, and really smoke out the bottom lash line, so we're going to have a really dramatic blue bottom lash line. First though, to help that stick and last all day, all night, whenever you're doing this makeup, I'm going to lay down a blue eyeliner just to give it some stability. And the blue liner I'm going to be using is this guy from NYX. It is the Slide On, Glide On, Stay On and Define, a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Shine eyeliner. That is a profanity, ridiculous name, NYX, just FYI. Essentially, it's a blue eyeliner in Sunrise Blue. So I'm going to take it in the waterline and then under the eye. I'm going to do one eye at a time just because I don't want it to set too much. So on a well small little flat brush, I'm going to dip in to this blue, and first I'm just stamping it under the eye. Alright, I'm going to pop on some mascara and some lashes and I'll be right back. Alright, so that's the finished look. I will make sure I link and list everything else that's on my face in the description box below. I realised I didn't do swatches at the beginning, so let's swatch this guy here. I'm going to excuse my hands because hand washing is really taking its toll. Right, so here we have our swatches. Obviously this guy up here is the kind of bone beige shade in it and it blends straight into my hand. But the other shades there are gorgeous. As you can see, they performed so well on the eye. It's a little bit simpler than the last look I did with the e.l.f. Bite Size palette in Hot Jalapeno, but it still packs quite a punch. I really love these palettes. So far, I'm just blown away by their quality, by their versatility. It's excellent. Thanks again for watching, guys. I hope everyone is staying indoors, staying safe, and is happy and doing well in this quarantine time. If you do pick up any of the e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadow palettes, I would love to know. I would love to know what you think of them. Leave me a comment down below. I'll come and chat, and I will see you in the next video.